Bom dia, pessoal. Bom dia is the way we greet in Brazil when it's morning, when it's before 12 o'clock a.m. Pretty similar to the way Spanish people greet each other as well. Buenos dias. Here we have bom dia. So, bom dia, everybody. To continue to talk about dates today, I need to teach you some other numbers because we have already talked about the months, then the numbers from 1 to 100. So in case you have missed the class of the numbers, please watch the class that was published on October the 12th of 2020, but I will also leave the video that explains the previous number. I will leave it in the link in the description of this video here. But you can continue to watch this part if you want. So I'm just gonna read the numbers and then I'd like you to repeat after me, and then I'm going to explain more details about pronunciation, and then we talk a little bit more about the dates. So let's go. 100, 111, 122. So this word here, 100, is only for 100. Any number after 100, I mean from 101 to 199, we say cento. So, 111, this one, 122, 133, and so on. 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. Notice that the way the spelling of the round numbers is pretty similar, or is the same thing of the numbers from 2 to 9. Here, for example, 4, number 4 is like exactly like this, 4, and then we add the word centos in the end, we have 400, 400. 6 is the same way, number 6, number 7 is 7, number 8 is 8, number 9 is 9, then we add centos and then we have 900. The only exceptions of this is 200, that is not exactly the same, and 300 and 500. The rest is exactly the same, like the numbers from 2 to 9. And then we have 1000. 1000 is 1000, and then you just continue like 2000, 2000. This example here, for example, 122. How do you say 122,000? Here you are, 122,000. You just need to think about adding this word here in the end of the number, and that's it. But when we have another part, like another number after the 1000 part, the word 1000 comes in a different position. The word 1000 comes after the number before the point. I mean, here like 100,000. Here, so I have 100,000 e 200. Okay, here for example, 300,000, 300,000, sorry, and then 400,000. I just take this part here, 400, and add the word 1000, and that's it. I'm going to give you another example to make it clearer. So in case I have 400,000 and 500, I would say 400, 1000 e 500. Okay, so in this case, sorry. Okay, in this case, 1000 comes not in the end of the number, but in the middle. Regarding to pronunciation, pronúncia, did you notice that when I say 1000, I don't pronounce the L? Here is, this is how the Brazilian Portuguese works. When I have the letter L in the end of a word, or It can be in the middle, but when I have no vowel after it, I don't pronounce the L. I will pronounce something similar to the letter W in cow, or for example, vowel, when you have the letter W in vowel, or in cow, or in how. So the L sound here will sound similar to the W, to the way that W sounds in these two words. So I will not say mil, abril, Brasil, but I will say mil, abril, Brasil. This is just a tip for you to improve your listening. It's not mandatory for you to pronounce like that, because in case you say mil, everybody will understand you. Actually, we have this accent in the very south of Brazil. You can hear people, native speakers, saying mil, Brasil, and something like that. They pronounce the L depending on where from the south people are. And the same happens here in other famous or international words like carnaval, futebol. Not futebol, not carnaval. You can say if you want, but the majority of the people here, of the native speakers, will say carnaval, futebol. This class is to help to talk about the dates. So here I have two examples of very famous dates in our history. So these numbers here, I will say, how can I say that? 1500, 1000, right? E 500. Like this, 1000 and 500. And this is Descobrimento do Brasil. It's when Brazil was discovered. I prefer saying that it was not discovery but an invasion. I prefer saying invasão do Brasil. But the official histories prefer this word, discovery. And in 1822, how can you say this number? 1822. 1822 we have Independence Day, Independência do Brasil. A detail for you. We say 1500, okay, 1500. But when we have 1501, we say 1501. So the and, I don't use the and here on this position anymore. I use only when it's a round number. For example, 1800. As it's a round number, I say 1800. But for 1822, I say 1822. I don't use and here on this position. Let's practice. And how can I say April the 22nd? I say 22. Here we use the day first and then the month, not like in English. In English, the month comes first, but in Portuguese, the day comes first. So, 22 de abril, of April. 22 of April, of 1500. So, we say of all the time. So, 22 de abril de 1500. The discovery or invasion, in my opinion. The independence, September the 7th, is 7 de setembro. It's like 7 of September of 1822. De 1822. 7 de setembro, the month, de 1822. Knowing how to express like this, you will be able to talk about your birthday. And I think this is important information because maybe in the airport you need to talk about your birthday, or in any regular conversation with a native speaker, maybe people will be curious about your age. And this is how can you talk about the verb to born. So nascer is to born. In Brazil, we don't say I was born. It's something like I borned. I don't know. We don't use the verb to be on these kind of sentences. So I say only the subject or the person and the verb. I don't use the verb to be here. So here, first person, singular. Eu nasci. I was born. You were born. Você nasceu. She was born. Ela nasceu. He was born. Ele nasceu. We were born. Nós nascemos. You were born. Vocês nasceram. They were born for women. Elas nasceram. They were born for men. Eles nasceram. And then you just add the word em, which means in. When we're talking, actually, it can be in or on, depending on how you express yourself. When I have the full date, right, it means it's like on. If someone asks you, quando você nasceu? So você, it's talking about you, você. E quando is when. This is when. When were you born? When were, I don't have verb to be here, you born. You can answer with only the year. For example, in my case, eu nasci em 1984. Or I can give you the full date. Eu nasci em 3 de fevereiro de 1984. 3 of, not third. In Portuguese we don't say third, we say 3 of February of 1984. And that's it. As a homework, I'd like you to answer this question. Write on the comment, when were you born? You can use this, like I gave you an example already, and you just adapt to the day and the month and the year that you were born. Write like this, you're going to practice some language. So with this, we finished the classes about dates. This was the 4th and last class. See you next month with another different theme, with another different theme. And that's it for today. See you next class. Thank you very much. Muito obrigado e até a próxima aula.